Red hair is tortured. It's from the front row with Johnathan T. Rokford.
What? Oh shit, no. It was like, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Kind of weird. I've never seen a shit like that. But you better be lucky you didn't bet me. You're gonna lose that bet, bro. I'll tell you. Oh yeah. Never bet on a. Hey, how you doing, folks? It's me, Johnathan T. Rokford here. Oh, what a week we had, folks. As I reported earlier, the First Lady Alexa Leslie is currently in the hospital. Luckily, most of that stuff happened after her match, her scheduled match, but nevertheless, Big Mel decided to challenge all of WPA for the Game Changer title. It came down to the Prince of Crime, Delirious, and the First Lady Alexa Leslie, and the match was suspended when Luna decided to attack the First Lady and open her head up, causing massive bleeding. It required her to be pulled out of the match. Now, Delirious, for some reason, decided, hey, I'm not going to pin her now. I'd rather pin her when she's at 100%. I guess he was trying to be honorable or something. But the match will continue when we pick up action on Monday. Meanwhile, Luna is now currently sitting in jail. I'm pretty sure she will be bailed out by her little friend and be back by Monday. Like I said, who knows why? Now, in our scheduled matches, we had Crusher LB scheduled to take on Supreme Knight, and Crusher LB didn't show up. So, we gained a new member at the commentary table as Supreme Knight joined the commentary team for the night, along with the Ronan Shona Campbell, whose opponent also did not show up. Kind of weird, folks. People just not showing up to work. Yeah, but yes, they were part of the foreign broadcast team. Hey, things happen, right? Now, Fat Thomas was taking on Casper 2779 and managed to defeat him, picking up another win. He's been going quite a up and down road, but lately he's been on a kind of a tear. Of course, he could have also been the U.S. champion if he hadn't made a couple of mistakes. But let's not talk about the past. Tell the past. Speaking of people with bad passes, the Dark Stalker took on Lady Assassin and picked up a nice win, hitting that black void on her to pick up the 1-2-3. It makes you wonder what it's not always a factor with the Dark Circle. Which belt is he going to win next? Which belt is he going to lose in some ridiculous manner? Yet we shall see. Now, I mentioned Delirious before. Now, Delirious did manage to win his scheduled match versus Texas Hate You with a victory roll up. Yeah, imagine getting rolled up and then losing the match. Hey, speaking of Texas hate you, hey, Mr. Money in the Bank, what are you waiting on? Hmm? You waiting for Jesus to come back or something? You plan on cashing in that Money in the Bank anytime soon? Huh? Kind of nice. We sure love to see you do it. I'm just saying, don't be like the last guy that had the Money in the Bank match. Briefcase, I mean. Yeah, dude could have won the match 3, 4 times and just waited. And when he finally cashed in, shit the bricks. Shit the bed. He's still without a belt. Now the Beast did take on Chrysalis and managed to defeat him, which would explain. We asked him, well, it would explain nothing actually, but we did ask the Beast, hey, how come you haven't responded to any of the messages that have been coming across WPA? He said it was strictly because he was concentrating on his match. I guess that's a fair thing. Said he had a match to concentrate on. He had time. He didn't have time for games. I'm pretty sure Chrysalis would have wished he had responded to a couple of them here and there. Although most of the people that messed with him either lost or came to a draw. Speaking of draws, match between Cats and Corey and Johnny Rocco went down to a time limit draw. They fought so hard. Man, you know, I never understand how these guys they come to a time limit draw. You know, somebody needs to just do a match with no time limit on it. Sometimes you need an extra couple extra minutes to beat somebody. Now, our next match featured Money versus Quanty Fist. And folks, the man nobody wants to lose to, Quanty Fist and Money. Not only loses to him, but he got dominated by Quanty Fist. Is he gonna be a champion like the Dark Stalker? Excuse me. Now, I know one person that's sitting smiling tonight is Donnie Boy, as he took Jermaine Walker to a limit, and they fought to the point where it spilled outside the ring, resulting in a double countout. Crazy. You know, it's funny that the number one contender to the WPA title won his match, yet the champ couldn't come out on top on a guy he probably should have beat pretty handily. It is what it is, folks. Now, we have some number one contender matches as the Order, Puff and Eddie Vendetti took on Winthrop P. Alexander IV and Luna and defeated him when Sharon pinned Luna, which is probably why she was so pissed off. She got pinned by Puff. Now, in the other number one contender match for tag team titles, it was the other version of the Order, Red Death and Mac Blakely taking on the Killer Gooms, our former tag team champs, given a chance to try to go reclaim their titles, and they couldn't come through as Red Death pinned the brass hole. So, moving on will be the Order versus the Order. Which Order shall win? Faction versus faction. Members of the same faction versus members of the same faction. for that matter. We shall see what happens, folks. Now, we did also have a #1 contender match for the triple threat title as Tesseract was able to pin South Bronx Savage after Pretty Ricky, Robert Isaiah, Selena didn't show up to the match. And the match became 1-on-1. See, Tesseract, we told you, just hang in there. You'll get a win. Significant win. See, you win when it matters. And there's a chance to go for an individual title on the line. In match 2, there was a time limit draw between Needles Kane and Bobby Blaze. Since DJ Tech didn't want to show up, I'd pretty much see a 4-way match happening, folks. Now, in the #1 contender match for the TV title, Crazy Canuck was able to defeat Lycan Umbros and is now your #1 contender for the TV title. In the Triple Threat Championship match, the champion, the Wraith, took on Martel the Carpenter and Nergahante. And Nergahante was able to pin the Wraith to become our new Triple Threat champion. But one thing holds true, we told you Martel would not win that match. And he didn't, folks. We do not lie, folks. Now, and the WPA Championship for the TV title, it was James Altrez taking on the First Lady, Alexa Leslie, prior to her being attacked viciously by Luna. She was able to pick up the TV championship. So she might not have walked away with the game changer, and we'll find out if she does or not come Monday. But she did become our new TV champ. If there's some shit, flip, get your ass handed to you and attacked after you win a TV championship. That's some must-see shit. I don't know. It might have been hormones. Maybe she was going through menopause. I don't know. But in our WPA US Championship, the Big Mel took on Queen Desdemona. And folks, you remember, Flip wouldn't bet me. I mean, granted, I was going to bet she was going to lose the match. So, I would have won. She started off in such good control and then just lost it. Big Mel is still your US champion. You know, he even tried to hype her up. It was funny. Yeah, he tried to hype her up, and I guess the hype wasn't all that. It was like Celtics choking in finals. In game 4. You know, it's like being up on the Golden State Warriors and then just like making mental error after mental error to the point you lose on your home court. And in our main event, we had a death match featuring the Messiah versus Jayla Masters. And folks, there was a reason why it was the main event. Number one, because we had to clean up after that shit. Well, not me. I don't clean up after nobody. But the essential Jayla Masters attempted to take out the Messiah in the death match and failed, as the Messiah was able to defeat Jayla Masters in a WPA death match. I mean, goddamn, dude. You know, I'm starting to wonder if maybe we put too much pressure on Jayla Masters. You know, we keep saying he's one of the toughest SOBs, but lately he just keeps losing. It's almost like now if you see him, you're going against him, you're almost like, oh, that's a win. I seriously think he's cursed since facing the Beast. Like, he can't win a match to save his life. Don't get mad at me, fam. That's on you. You didn't represent. What? Yeah, like I said last week, it seems like most of the Killer Goons just lose, except Big Mel. What? No, I don't think she did. Well, then again, hold on. I think Queen Desdemona threw the match. She's scared of success. She can't handle the stress. She is a pest. I don't know. I mean, if you couldn't believe she would just lose a title match, then yeah, you could probably go with that. But I like to believe she just lost because she sucks. So it is what it is, folks. Hey, listen. Like I told the Messiah one time, easiest way to shut me up: win matches. Specifically, win 10 matches straight. Granted, for some people that I've challenged for that 10-match win, that ship has sailed. But I will say, I will congratulate the Messiah. I tip my hat to you, bud. You held on. You won a match. See what else you can do. That's all I have, folks. Remember to hug your loved ones. Don't drink and drive. Pick up the phone and call that friend that might need to hear your voice. Johnathan T. Rokford, folks. Come on. What's that? Yeah, I don't know why I do that either. It's like a freeze frame. No, I told you she sucks, bro. I can't. You know, next time I won't bet you anymore. You know, too easy. I'm not gonna ever let